I'm Chauncey Navarro. This is Inspired Word. We've been going through the book of the Revelation of Jesus. We're in chapter 7, and we're finishing the second half of chapter 7. The first half was on the 144,000 and that are sealed with the seal of God. And as we go into the last half on it, it's another group. And it says, "After these things I looked, and behold, a great multitude which no one could number." How many are there? Wow, more than you can count. "Of all nations, tribes, people, and tongues, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and with palm branches in their hands, and crying out with a loud voice, saying, Salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb. And all the angels stood around the throne, and the elders and the four living creatures, and fell on their faces before the throne, and worshipped God, saying, Amen. Blessing and glory and wisdom, thanksgiving and honor and power and might be to our God forever and ever. Amen. Then one of the elders answered me, saying to me, Who are these arrayed in white robes, and where did they come from? And I said to him, Sir, you know. So, first of all, once again, anytime something's being shown in heaven, it's an elder that does it. Here this elder comes to John, and he's saying, Who's this multitude? And John's saying, well, this is obvious. You know who this multitude is, because they already saw the fifth seal and those that came out of the altar that were given white garments. The elder says, so he said to me, these are the ones who came out of the great tribulation. And they washed their robes and made them white with the blood of the Lamb. And therefore they are before the throne of God day and night, in his temple, and he who sits on the throne will dwell among them, and they shall neither hunger any more nor thirst any more. The sun shall not strike on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb who is in the midst of the throne shall shepherd them and lead them to living fountains of water, and God will wipe away every tear from their eye. So he's telling them right now, he's identifying them here. He's telling them these are the people that were martyred out of the Great Tribulation, that were given white garments. He's going back to that fifth seal judgment. So this is the church of Smyrna here. This is the church of Sardis that overcomes, right? So you have two groups of people, the weak ones that God delivers through that time, and those that are martyred through that time. And he's telling them about, look, the ones that were martyred here, these ones, they're going to be before the throne of God all the time, and they're not going to thirst anymore because I'm going to give them fountains of living water. If you recall, back in chapter 7 of the Gospel of John, Jesus said, out of my belly shall flow rivers of living water. These streams of living water, which are going to come through the throne, when you read about it in Ezekiel, it starts out as a little trickle, goes to the ankles, then it goes to the thigh, the leg, then it becomes a rushing and mighty river. And on each side of this, 12 trees with 12 different fruits that grow, all in their seasons, from the tree of life. And that these trees of life are growing on the sides of this river of life. And this is the same one he's referring to here that's going to be referring to when we get towards the end of the book. As we go through here. So you had chapter 7 as this little prelude after the sixth seal, leading up to the seventh seal. Now remember, that scroll with the 7 seals is the kinsman redeemer scroll to buy back what Adam lost in the Garden of Eden. So once that 7 seals complete, that scroll is complete, and Adam's immortality is bought back, his dominion's bought back, basically his access to God and the throne and the tree of life and paradise are all brought back. And so that's what we're waiting on. That's what this is all leading up to right here. And so as this comes into play, it's going to play a major role on this. So I'll see you back here for chapter 8 when we get to the 7th seal. My name is Chauncey Navarro, and this is Inspired Word.